This is a video response to Lockergnome on the subject of customer service nightmares. I've been pretty fortunate not to have too many throughout my entire life, but I had one last night. Generally, if I'm in a hurry going somewhere, and last night I had just finished up being in a blog TV show on blog TV here on the internet, and I was on my way to church last night, and as the way I would normally do it, I drive through the drive-thru of a fast food restaurant and pick up dinner, which a lot of times I'll just eat in the car as I'm heading to where I'm going to. So last night I stopped at Arbys, and I got my normal 2 roast beef sandwiches and order of French fries and a value vanilla shake, which is about that big. I give the gentleman a $5 bill, and it came to like $4.30 some cents. So what he does is he takes the receipt and puts the change in the receipt and then hands it to me like this. Well, his aim was not good, and as I went to grab it, the change fell out and went down into a puddle on the ground. It was raining last night, and now one of two things is going to happen. First of all, I am not going to drive off without my change. So either number one, he's going to have to give me more change, the correct change, and he'll have to deal with the money in the puddle. Or number two, I have to get out of my car, put my hand into the puddle, and grab my change. The way I see it, it's not my fault that the change dropped, because he's handing me the change like this. This is what I really define as a customer service nightmare, because anytime you're giving service to a person, that's customer service. And so what I did was, this guy didn't budge after the money dropped, so I figured, well, okay, I'm going to open my door, stand up, reach down, grab into the puddle, pull off the change, put it in my pocket. Then I asked him for a couple of napkins, because I did have some hand sanitizer in my car. I always keep hand sanitizer in my car, and I thought, I'm going to really have to sanitize my hands pretty good, because I just reached into a puddle. And, how do you eat roast beef sandwiches? Like this. So I sanitized my hands, and then I actually used the wrapper from the roast beef sandwich to hold on to the roast beef sandwich as I was eating it. And as far as the, I guess I could use this to, there's a little box that they put the French fries in, and I kind of just went like this and just let the French fries fall into my mouth. And that's how I had to eat dinner as I was driving last night. Wasn't too happy about it, but I didn't really want to badger the poor guy, because people are trained on how to give change to a customer. I mean, when I grew up, it was kind of like you count the change back to the customer so he knows he's getting the right change back. And change first, then the dollar bills, then the receipt. But people kind of just they cup it in their hand, or they'll put a dollar bill there, and they'll cup it in the dollar bill. That is not the proper way to give change. This is a customer service nightmare. And I got thinking about it after I left. I was very calm with the guy, but I wasn't happy for what happened. Then I got to think about, how do I handle this? Did I handle this the correct way? But did I get my point across? Because you go to McDonald's, the same thing happens. You go to Wendy's, the same thing happens. You go to Taco Bell, the same thing happens. You go to any drive-through, the same thing happens. And it's just running rampant, where customer service used to be so important. Now it's kind of going out the windows. So I just wanted to kind of bring that across so other people could hear it. So the next time you go through a window where you're ordering something on the fly, you know, in your drive-through window, that you pay attention to how they're giving you the change, and maybe you might want to do the same thing as I did, and possibly through time, if there's enough people that won't stand for getting the change like that, maybe that little bit of customer service will improve. I know the whole thing is predicated upon get the customer through the line fast, but there's a lot of us, like myself, that can give you change real fast and get the whole thing done as fast as the other person is cupping it in the hand. Because you see, they're actually slowing it up, because, you know, to get the change so I don't drop it, I have to do it slow on my end as I'm receiving the change. It would have been just better if the person were going 25, 50, 60, $1. Here's your receipt. Boom, I'm gone. Now I don't have to fumble around with the change. I don't have to hold it in my hand, count it, make sure it's right. The whole thing would have turned out better. Thank you for allowing me to rant about this. Merry Christmas. Bye.